involved in the film. And as I said, a couple of years ago I did a short film for Keith in his home and what have you, and then I got a phone call from him, you know, last year to ask me if I'd do an audition for the film. And he came and we did a few things in our own house, and then he rang me the next day and offered me the part. Absolutely delightful.
Great. This one's working now. And Keith, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello. There we go.
Hello? You've not got my face on the screen, have you?
I'm afraid. Whoa. Yes. Have we got your face on the screen? Yes, we certainly have.
It's the scariest thing at the festival is my screen on a giant face on a screen.
Okay, we've just been talking about, I've just been chatting with Stan about how he got involved with the film. Now we've got you, if I can just ask you, Keith, about where the kind of genesis of the film came from originally.
Well, it was about trying to do an original zombie film, really. That was the original idea. And then as the story developed, it's really a film sort of about illness, you know, and I'd sort of had experience of family members having dementia and things like that, and so it kind of, you know, it's kind of an exploration of that, what happens when someone sort of becomes ill, and then I put zombies in it. I can hear laughter, so that's good. I'll take it in a bit. No, I won't.
When did you first kind of come up with the initial idea, and how long was the kind of the production process from kind of initial idea through script to screen?
I came up with the idea. It was the end of 2009, sort of December 2009, and then we actually went into production in March 2010. So it was quite a quick development process. But the script was never really completed, you know. It was always because I knew that we could do a lot of improvisation, or that's how I wanted to do it, to try and make it more realistic. The script development was quite short, so, you know, the script was always sort of being developed as we were shooting, I suppose. That's probably the best way to say it. And then it took quite a while to edit all that, because we've got a fair bit of footage to, even though we shot in those, you know, 6 days initially, and then we did a few extra pickup days. Post-production took a lot longer because, well, I was having to work and earn a living as well as making this film, so it was kind of like, you know, probably 6 or 8 months before we got the first cut, really.
Okay, talking about that, the kind of the sort of freeness of having a definitive script, I'd like to just ask Stan and Sarah how you found that. Maybe I'll pass it to Sarah. You can say hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi. You're like about to eat it. Right underneath, you know. I feel like Nemo. What was the question again, sorry?
The question was talking about how it wasn't necessarily
Oh, yeah, so having improvisation.
Improvisation,
yeah. Yeah, I think I don't even know how to describe it. It was something that came quite naturally anyway, but from understanding what Keith wanted, he was very clear as a director what he needed out the scene, and so yeah, we just literally got there and done it. Pretty much what we did. I don't know how to describe it anymore, really. That's understand.
Well, one thing about improvisation is you don't forget your lines. But no, when Keith first asked about improvisation, I did tell him, I said, well, I'm not quite happy with that because I'm not, you know, used to improvisation. But actually, it turned out terrifically natural, as Sarah said, and it was. And as I said, you got the basic of the story each page of the script, and then you improvised all in the film, which you know, I didn't really think I could do it like that, but as I say, I found it quite natural, really. Didn't even have any makeup.
Also, I think it helps when you're in a scene bouncing off it. When you've got, I think it's harder. I think Stan, if I remember early on, it was quite tricky when you were doing all this sort of monologue stuff. You know, where you sat in your chair. But when you actually, you know, when you're just delivering to camera. But when you're actually improvising against another character, you know, it tends to be more fluid that way.
Yes, that's definitely true. And of course, with Sarah, she was absolutely terrific. She really was. A brilliant performance, I think.
Everyone's amazing. You're so lucky.
You can pay me later.